Alright, today we're going to be cleaning up the headlight lenses on my 98 Silverado. I brought the plow truck into the garage and I've been picking away at some of the things, and one of the problems I've had in the last couple of years is just being able to see in this thing, okay? So we're going to clean up the headlight lenses. I've got a couple of other things I'm going to do to it, but we're going to start here. And I'm just going to use sort of a baking soda paste. You want to mix it pretty thick, like 2 to 1. Baking soda to water. There are other videos out there I'm sure you've seen. If you're watching this, you can use toothpaste, any kind of abrasive paste that would have some grit to it, okay? So now you can use a toothbrush, you can use one of these abrasive pads. I'm going to go with a Dremel and one of these buffing wheels, but I might use a toothbrush just to kind of get it on there, okay? Let's take a quick look at the headlight lens itself, and we'll get one down and we'll compare the two, alright? Alright, let's take a look here. The driver's side is the worst one by far. You can see it's quite bad. You can see why there wouldn't be much light coming through those, okay? Let's take a look at the passenger side one. Alright, it's not quite as bad, but it's really yellow, okay? This is my plow truck, 98 K1500. I've got about 1,700 bucks into it, right? So I don't want to go out and spend 20 bucks on a headlight restoration kit. You know, I can just use good old Arm & Hammer, okay? Let me mix up some paste and we'll go ahead and get started and see how it turns out, alright? Alright, you can kind of see I've got a nice thick paste here. Basically, you don't want it to run off the lens. You can always add more water or more baking soda as needed to thicken it up or whatever. Basically, you want a nice abrasive paste, right? Because that abrasion is what's going to clear up the lens. I've got some dog hair in there also. That's Connor's contribution to the project. It's always helping me out, right, Connie? Alright, let's go ahead and get that spread onto my lens here, and then we'll hit it with a Dremel. Alright, so I'm just going to start with the toothbrush here. We'll just kind of Alright, so if you don't have a Dremel tool, you could use a drill, and you could probably get like a mild abrasive pad for that as well. You could also just use a toothbrush or a sponge with an abrasive back as well. So, see how it does. Turn it down just a little bit. I don't want to melt into the plastic. Alright, you can see I've added a little bit more water to my paste, so keep that in mind when you're mixing it up. I added a little bit too dry, okay, especially if we're using a power tool, because the power tool tends to dry it out quicker, okay? So this is what I've been doing. I've been kind of spreading it out evenly, and then I've been hitting it with this buffing wheel on my Dremel at a fairly slow speed. I don't want to burn into the plastic. It does dry out fairly quickly. But you can see already the difference that it's made, and a lot of the baking soda solution, or the paste itself, has been, as I wipe it off, has been quite yellow, okay? So that's the basically the top surface of the plastic lens, right? That's what we're doing. We're kind of clearing off a small layer of that plastic that's all scratched up and weathered, right? So I'm just going to continue on here. Probably won't do a whole lot more on this side. I want to clear it off and kind of see where we're at. And we'll compare it to the other side. Alright, so I think it's kind of the moment of truth here. We're going to clear off my mess. you can tell it's definitely better than it was, you know, but it's not perfect, obviously. It's not like a new lens, but it is a 98 Silverado that I'm primarily using as a plow truck, so I don't really want to go out and buy a new lens when this works fairly well. I've done it to a couple of other vehicles and I've had similar results, okay? So that's what we're looking at. I'm going to go ahead and give you a shot of the other lens real quick. Obviously we got to clear up the rest of this paste afterwards. Alright, let's take a quick look. That's the one we've applied the baking soda to. And there's the passenger side. Okay, if you remember, the driver's side was worse. It actually had a lot of marring down here, and that's pretty much all gone. I can clean this up. Still have some grit, but thanks for watching. Hopefully this video has been helpful. If you want to see more of this type of stuff, hit that subscribe button right there for me, alright? And give me a thumbs up if you found this helpful at all. So thanks for watching. Have fun. I'm going to link to a couple of videos right here, so stay tuned for that, and have fun.